Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. I have tried to record a live game today, but I can't do it. I've lost nearly every game I've played today because I'm trying to talk while playing, and I can't do it. It drives me nuts. I can't concentrate on one or the other. I don't know what it is. Normally it's not that bad, but today it's been horrendous. I just stop talking, and then I forget I'm actually recording, and it's been like 2 or 3 in-game minutes and I've not said anything, and I'm like, I just have to, and I've just been quitting out of games and going into another game because I thought, well, I'm going to have to start again. I'm not sitting here for 20 minutes and then starting again, so I've just been quitting games. So I've actually dropped from Division 4 to, I think, a low Division 5 just from leaving games because I'm stupid. So I thought, you know what, we'll talk over this gameplay, and I'm going to do a 6 o'clock content video within the road to glory. Are they going to release anything? Probably not, because that'll just be my luck. But if this video is 10 minutes long, you know that they didn't release anything, and there's nothing I can do about it. Tomorrow, I will try and have a live game for you. Yeah, for today, we're just going to have to basically do this. That's a great goal from Heemskerk there. This is Foot Champs gameplay in the background. This is before the patch. There is a new patch. We'll talk about that tomorrow. In today's video, we're just going to go through a few of the comments. So, Louis Gaming says, if anyone says TVM is complaining, go to insert popular YouTuber's channel or name here. Go to his Twitter, and you will then see what complaining is, because TVM speaks constructively and truthfully. That's got more thumbs up than every other comment combined. And I appreciate every single one of you who thinks that way. I do like a good complaint. You know, I love complaining about stuff that genuinely needs complaining about. Like I'm not like completely passive, and I won't just sit there and say everything is all, you know, sunshine and rainbows. However, if something does deserve to be critiqued and just stripped down and said, look, this is crap, I will do it. But for the most part, right, you've got some bad things in this game with regards to responsiveness and servers and things, and quote unquote scripting, which I don't think is like, you know, EA writing down this is going to happen on this minute, this is going to happen on that minute. I honestly think scripting in FIFA it's kind of like slash momentum and sliders. So, you know, in single player, you can switch the sliders so that you have 0 pass error, 0 shot error, etc. I feel like that happens in-game as the game's playing out. So if you tick over a certain amount in terms of possession, I think the sliders go slightly the wrong way for you, and they go slightly the right way for your opponent. And again, at half-time, and this has to be true, because if this isn't true, then there's something wrong with my brain. At half-time, if I'm winning the game, whether it be 1-0 or 5-0, or it's 0-0 and I've got 60+% possession, something happens at half-time, and in the second half, I am not playing the same player. Now, in some certain circumstances, that might be true. He might have passed the controller off to his brother, sister, rabbit's best friend's dog. I don't know. This is the free kick, by the way. I did pause it to talk over it, but I feel like we've discussed it enough. So essentially, aim slightly to the side you want to shoot at of the goalkeeper, aim toward the bottom, put 3/4 power on it, make sure that you get an error, and you will generally hit the target and force either an insane save from the keeper, or as you'll see later on, you will score an absolute banger. So they have not, to my knowledge, I've not had a free kick yet in the 8 or 9 games that I've played so far, but to my knowledge, they haven't tried to fix that yet, so that is what it is. But anyway, going back to second half syndrome, I feel like there are certain parameters that if you hit that parameter, so 60% possession, the slider will change against you, and in the second half you are playing a player who is being aided by sliders until they hit a certain criteria, whether it be a possession or a goal or whatever. I might be talking nonsense, but honestly, it happens for me and it happens against me. I don't change anything at half-time. If I'm losing at half-time and I go into the second half, all of a sudden, I'm not as bad as I was in the first half, and I'm getting far more opportunity. My opponent doesn't feel like he's doing anything different, and I haven't changed anything. And now all of a sudden, I'm all over him. Something's not right there. So, yeah. But going back to the original point, I will complain if something needs to be complained about. But more often than not, I'll just try and see both sides of it. And, you know, I don't think it's cool to hate on EA. I'm not here to sit down and say, oh, that EA are bad for this, they're bad for that, or we need free packs, fix the servers and all that nonsense. And I will look for the good in everything, you know. And this year, for the most part, I do enjoy the game. I've never enjoyed Weekend League, ever, regardless of what game I'm playing, whether it be 17, 18, 19, doesn't matter. I've never enjoyed playing Weekend League. I hate the idea of having to play games in a short space of time. I don't like the pressure that comes with it. And it's just one of those game modes I just don't like. Unfortunately, as a content creator, it's one of those game modes I have to play. So it is what it is. Let's move on, shall we? That title sums up my exact feelings about the card. So yesterday's title was something like, I want to stay liquid, but... And of course we were talking about Juan Mata. Now, his flashback card looks tasty, baby. I like it. I really do like it. However, I'm not going to get it on this account. And not for any particular reason. I'd love to be able to say, I'm not going to get it because this is wrong, that's wrong, this is wrong. I'm not the type of person who's going to say, oh, he's a Man United player and that's why I'm not going to get him because I'm a Liverpool fan. There is actually a comment and I'm going to find it. And I'm going to name and shame. To Natal Yods. You want to replace Firmino with a United player? Are you mental? He's obviously a Liverpool fan because then he goes on to say the strength kills Mata, and he calls Roberto Firmino Bobby. Bobby can handle a push from Alan, maybe. Well, I'm not the kind of guy who's going to go, right, I've got a Liverpool player here who's doing well, but there is a Man United player who's got some insane stats. I'm not going to replace them because it's Man United and Liverpool. This is a video game and I'm a football fan. If I can have a look at someone's stats and say he's better, I don't care if he plays for Timbuktu. I want to put him in the team. On this occasion, even though I do think on paper and for what I want him for, Mata could actually be a better player, I'm not going to do it. There isn't a specific reason why. I keep telling myself it's because of the weak foot. It's not really, but it's just I need an excuse to not do it, and that's my excuse I'm using. 3-star weak foot isn't great. I love players who have 4 or 5 star, and that's a great goal from Mane. I mean, at the time, I moaned that my defenders were just naff, but honestly, I just think he did me. This is the other free kick. So I'm aiming it just to the side of the wall. We time it red, and he tries to put a guy on the line. Not good enough, doesn't get there in time, and the ball goes behind the line. That's I've only had 2 free kicks. One was an insane save from the keeper. You've just seen that. The other one was a goal, and I've played, 10, 12 games since that was recorded, and I've not had another free kick. People are very cautious on the edge of the area these days. So, yeah, I'm not going to do Mata, even though I think he's a great card, and I do genuinely think he's worth it. But if you're a United fan, I mean, I would have done it by now. Get it done. But like, I'm not the type of player to switch out or to not switch out a player just because he plays for a certain club. Look at that guy's team, by the way. He had what did he have? Like a red. I can't remember who it was. You would have seen it at the beginning. Red Wijnaldum, maybe a red 9-goal in there as well. As I think Infor Messi was the player that came on. Insane team. We slapped him. Loved it. We go into the final game here, then we'll go into 6 o'clock, non-6 o'clock content, because I've got a feeling they're not going to drop anything. HG says, I started Vardy in champs, he was insane, carried me through my games, and he did off the bench for me as well. It's one of the reasons why I want to play him permanently, but I feel like I need that super sub, and I think Vardy is too good to not have off the bench. Does that make sense? Like, I want him starting, but then at the same time, I kind of need that super sub, right? So, yeah. Some guys like, TVM, read my comment. I just know TVM is a hardcore grinder, season in and season out. There's your comment, Red. I have no idea what you mean. If you mean... Nope, no idea what you mean. I appreciate you nonetheless, though. And I appreciate every single one of you as well for leaving comments and for liking the video. It really does help me out a lot. I've complained about not complaining in this video, I feel. I'll tell you, I should have passed that sooner. I got away with that, I won't lie. I think the guy actually rage quit there. Yeah, he did. I should have played it sooner to Alan, and I didn't, and I delayed, and then I passed it, and I got away with it, because in all honesty, I think the keeper should have got there. But it is what it is. We hit goal 3, like I said yesterday. I stopped there, had games left. I went into 2 games and gifted wins to people, because I felt like I'd had a very bad weekend. Even though I finished on near enough the same amount of games, I think I had like 11, 10 games left. I finish on goal 3 with the same amount of games every week, but I just felt like that was a bit of a slog toward the end, so I thought, I'll help some people out. I'm not going to go through all 10 games and help people out, but 1 or 2 here or there I will do. And as we load in to Ultimate Team, you can see that there's Team of the Week there. There is Icon Swaps 1. There's no other splash screen to speak of. So, see, I've just been quitting out of games. What have we got? What have we got, EA Sports? Probably nothing. And this is why I didn't really want to be... Oh, a Serge Gnabry Player of the Month. Now, I don't know whether that was released at 6, just now, or whether that came out earlier today. 3 requirements, 4-star, 4-star, high, medium. I mean, it's all right. I like the idea of the agility and the balance. The reactions are decent. The dribbling's great. Passing is okay. Shooting looks good. Very pacey. 4-star, 4-star. That needs to be cheap-ish, because I don't think it's a card, realistically, you want to go and spend hundreds of thousands of coins on. So, but with 3 requirements, if that was an 84, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Small Prime, not a bad pack. Prime Mix, not great, and then Rare Mix, which is, I like those, to be fair. But for an 85 rated team, maybe a 25k pack would have been better. I'm not sure, or even a Rare Electrum. I don't know what to think about that, if I'm honest. I don't know whether that's a good SBC or a bad SBC. Obviously, I don't know how much it's coming in at. But I would, I don't know, I would err on the side of caution. Maybe wait for a review from someone or go and look to see how much he's actually going for. If you have a Bundesliga team and that's the missing piece to the puzzle, obviously no brainer, just go get it done. Have we got anything else for today? Yes, we have. Oh, that is a sexy kit, my friends. Polish kit. Poland Independence Day. It's interesting that they've done that. Something that I don't think I said, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't know. Something I've always wanted is a St. David's kit. Obviously, I'm Welsh, and St. David's Day is celebrated March the 1st, and we've never been given anything for it. Even Disneyland do a little parade thing in honour of it, right? But EA can't do a kit. They've given Poland Independence Day a kit. Obviously, we always get, like, I think we get US stuff, and some other random stuff we get as well for certain other countries. I'd like to see a Welsh one. If that is anything, right, if that kit's nice, but it doesn't warrant me giving gold players for it, this has to be no rating and allowed, and I'm allowed to use bronzes. So it's an overall rating of 72 and gold players 3. So generally speaking, you should be able to do this with a bunch of bronzes and then 3 gold cards. I'm not going to, because I like the kit, but I'm not bothered about using it. Yeah, I like it. I'm not that bothered. I mean, it's got 2 days left. I might decide in the end that I want to do it. With this sort of thing, I reckon they should release a package. It should be, here's the kit. Here is a, you could like do it as the whole thing, right? So you've got 0 of 4 completed. The overall group reward is, I don't know, the kit, a badge, a stadium theme, and a tifo, right? Because they can add all that stuff in now. So you get 4 things for completing it, as well as maybe an untradeable or tradable, whatever they want to do, 25k pack, just a premium gold players pack. And then you go in, and there's 4 segments. Obviously, I can't see the segments here, but there's 4 segments, and you get packs back for each one. And it's all themed around, like, you know, maybe not all themed around Poland, but maybe it's themed around, you know, one's around Poland, the other's around the Polish League, the other is around Bayern because they have a Poland player playing for them, and so on and so forth. You know, just like three or 4 things, and they give you sort of, it's like a little marquee matchups in a way. They give you sort of semi-decent packs back for it, you know, like a small prime players pack and things, and then at the end you get that sort of Poland Independence Day set. That would be really cool, and it would get a lot of things off the market regularly. It would keep the market buoyant, and it takes no effort from EA to do that sort of thing. That would be really cool. Instead of, here's a kit, give us a 72 rated team, you know. Anyway, enough about that. Mata's still there, of course. Gnabry there. Don't, obviously, Road to the Final. Oh, that comes under Road to the Final. What? Oh, no, that's live. I was like, what the hell? Obviously, that's finished now, so they're not going to give us anything for that. And that's basically it. I would be very surprised if they gave us a new objective. I'd love it, but I would be very surprised. So we have... no, we have nothing. And again, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. They'll wait till Friday to do it. I mean, realistically, we should have 2 of these already. It wouldn't kill them to constantly have a player available. Even if they have something planned for Friday, whether it be the start of Black Friday or whatever they've got planned, even if, like, when Mbabu left, if they just dropped in something that was just not that difficult to do. 3 requirements: score 10 goals in Rivals, get 10 assists in Rivals, win 3 games in Rivals. Right? Those are the 3 requirements. At the end of it, you get a non-dynamic, 83 rated, and then Luke Shaw. You know? Oh, I don't care about, I don't want to do that. Alright, don't do it. Not a problem. It only lasts 4 or 5 days anyway, and then we get another one. Huh? Some people would want to do it, you know? Links with Mata's SBC. Luke Shaw isn't actually a bad player anyway, even though he's only 78 rated. An 83 rated version would actually be very nice. Man United fans would love it. And you know, it doesn't have to be Luke Shaw, it could be anyone. But how cool would those type of things be? And yet we don't get it. I'm not complaining. I'm just giving constructive, not criticism, but like ideas. That's all. It's like I just feel that EA have this platform and they've introduced objectives. They've done, they've got the dynamic sort of stuff on the go now, where it's not just road to the final ones to watches. You've got those objective cards that are going to be dynamic in some way or another. And you've got objectives now in its own section with loads of different ways to track certain things. They could do so much more with what they have. And they've got the ball rolling. You know, we've got 3 leagues. How long has this been out? 2-3 weeks? We have 3 leagues. Just roll them out. There's no reason why you shouldn't be rolling them out. It's the same with the objective stuff. Roll it out. You know, get it going. Start giving us things to do, so that no one has time to complain about anything else, because there's too much to do. That's the thing that I feel people can justifiably complain about, because even though the game is at the moment fitted fine for a casual, because they're not necessarily giving us an overwhelming amount of stuff to do. If they drop that 83 rated Luke Shaw that just required 10 goals, 10 assists, 3 wins, it's not difficult to do. You could do it within 3 or 4 games, not a problem. Or if you haven't got time to do it, it's only an 83 rated Luke Shaw. It's not the end of the world, you know. Hardcore grinders and people who have got like full icon teams won't care about it and will probably end up complaining about it, but it's just something to throw in there anyway. So I think because that team is, in my opinion, as complete as it can be for now, what I really need to do is focus on trying to build some decent objective teams. So I want to try and put like a full first owner team together and maybe build on it and never use those players in SBCs. So it's not like I'm just going to throw a team together that is just first owner and not worry about who's in what position. But like, for instance, my back line is all first owner. Even Lloris to it. Wait, is that Lloris the first owner, Lloris? He is. So all my back line, the defence and the goalkeeper, they're all first owner. So, okay, Robertson doesn't get full chem if we take out Kante and put in a Bundesliga player, for instance. But arguably, that's my foundation to work off. If there's an objective that comes out that requires me to have a full 11 first owner, I want to have a team that's just ready to go, and a team that we can build. So it's not just like every other Road to Glory that I've ever done, where we just focus on the main team and then we always say that we're going to build another team and we never do. You know, like last year we had a Liverpool team, and I kind of half paid attention to it, but there was no reason for me to just keep it going. You know, there was no reason for me to build it up. This year it's a little bit different. This year we've got objectives that require first owners, and I want it to be as interchangeable as possible. So maybe I've got 3 teams on the go. My main team, which is the one you're seeing now, the first owner team, which obviously will include the whole backline and the goalkeeper. I'd like to get Kante in there, but then beyond that point, you know, Allen, Firmino, Lucas and Insigne, they're not first owner, they would need to go. Mertens would then be very difficult to fit in unless we bring Nainggolan back in, and so on and so forth. So what I want to do is try to build a really good first owner team that we can continue to build towards. If we pack something first owner that works in the team, that I think I want to use and is actually a very good player, we'll put him in there. We'll never use him. We'll never use him in an SBC, and we'll never sell him. We'll keep him in that team. So for objectives, we've got a rock solid first owner team to just go into and start playing games. The other thing I want to do is get as many interchangeable sections to the team as possible. So icons are quite big in this. So Nesta, I want to get Guardiola as quickly as possible. And then we have 2 sort of interchangeable blocks that we can give chemistry off, and we can stem off that, right? So if I need to play 7 first owner Bundesliga players, what I want to do is have a team that kind of works. Like I've got like 4 or 5 slots filled up, and then I can just put in the rest. It doesn't matter what nation they're from or what league they're from. They all fit in there, and they'd all have full chem, because the links that they get will be decent enough. And of course the other players, like the back line, for instance, Nesta, Gomez, Walker and Lloris, distinct possibility, those 4 players will remain in the team for a long time. Or maybe we want to keep Robertson in there, so we swap Nesta and Gomez around, we get rid of Walker, and it's interchangeable and it's easy to move things around, and we can put full Bundesliga on top of it, or full La Liga, so on and so forth. Do you get what I mean? If you don't get what I mean, don't even worry about it. It's not that big a deal. But I just want to try and build a few teams, and I'm going to have to make a note of what players I'm using, and I don't want to ever use them in SBCs. So that will be focus for maybe after rewards. But for tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to just play a live game. I think I'm going to maybe build a first owner team and complete the final first owner objective, and we can pick up another icon token. I think we need 2 more to get. Do we need 2 more, or do we need? We might even need 4 more. Actually, we need a few more to get Guardiola, but we should get that done by the next weekend league, hopefully. But that's going to do it for today. If you have enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.